Hi, this is Emmy. I'm playing The Sims 4. I've done a little work here. Things I've done. I've evicted all the player-created ones from EA, and I'm just using my own Sims to populate the world. I've got 3 so far, and I'm in this town now as opposed to being in the city. But I've done this in all the worlds. I think I have like 3 or 4 worlds available to me. And so I'm going to play them a little bit and get each one going so we can introduce each other. So I'm starting with my first one, which is this person right here. So I'll go ahead and purchase this home. I really like this world, the way it looks. All the worlds are really, really small. But this one's really pretty. So I'll turn down my sound a little bit. And let me pause. I'm going to take a look at my house for the first time. So I just went ahead and went with the which he already had in here. It's pretty bare bones. I've got a bookcase. I've got a really generic looking couch. It's kind of brown and whatever. Okay. I've got a foundation. I don't know how big my lot is. This character is a chef. One thing I do like to have all my I really like having a computer. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a computer for her. I like all my characters to have computers because it opens up a lot of things for them to have or be able to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. That would be under study. And I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if she can afford the computer right now. Right. Actually, I think I want the smaller one. That comes with City Living. And I'll go with the color scheme that we already have, which is kind of brown. And let's see, eyedropper. So let's see if I can afford a computer too. This is only $800. I can't afford a computer. I think I'll go with the mid-range one. And I'm going to buy some lighting too because it seems kind of dark in here. So I'm going to see if I can this one gives this really is no bones. No, very bare bones. Do I have any light in the kitchen? Doesn't really look like it. There's those one that hangs from the ceiling that's really got a low profile. I kind of like it. It's this one right here. I like my houses to be well lit. And the kitchen appears to be fairly well lit. So I got that. She's only got 1,500. Let me see. Kitchen gadgets. All right. So here's my house. I can have the living, put a chair in my. So I can sit down and read. That is. So I can buy this. Alright, this is pretty much all I can buy right now. She's really running low on money. So, go back to live mode. Right now she's the only one in the neighborhood. Let's see. So she can find a job through her cell phone. She's, well, I set her up to be actually a chef, so she's probably going to do that. Okay. I probably should have bought her a bar too. I bet I can put a small bar over here. So first thing she's going to do, to buy her new possession. She wants to meet somebody new. There is nobody new for her to meet, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to world management and put somebody else in the world for her to meet. So save and go to managing worlds. I'm going to have 4 Sims, 2 men, 2 women in this town. Okay. So, what I gotta do is household management. Wait, that's not right. I gotta go to the gallery. Yeah, gallery. So these 3 are mine right now. So they'll Locklear first. I'll place him in the world. It looks like I can have 4. I'll have to build a house at some point. Okay, so I'll move him across the street. I'll let it stay furnished. Oh, nope. I don't want to do this. Well, what's going on? No. I rolled him in Willow Creek. Okay. There you go. Play. I'm playing so that they have their jobs and can, start earning money and stuff. I need to see something real fast on a different window. Okay, so let me see what kind of a house we got going here. I don't really remember anything about him. What's his synology? He's creative, business savvy, good, hates children. Okay. Stats. He's not a vampire. I don't have the vampire DLC. Okay. Yeah, he just sprang into the world without family. I have this locked right now. Okay. So how much money does he have? 3,000. Got a lot of counter space here. Good, creative, business savvy are his traits. He does not have a lot of extra crap in his house. There's a bookcase. So, and I'll give him a computer. Study. Here you go, study. It's kind of like my go-to computer. Give him the same matching chair. Give some lighting. Can't put it on a bookcase, but I can put it on top of that. Okay. Put it on over here also. Alright. Let's see, there are people in my town, even though I've emptied it. I don't know who these people are. So soon, if I go in live mode, maybe I can see who they are. Let me pause. Who are you? These are just people wandering around the house, our neighborhood. I don't think they actually live here. Okay. So I'll just give him a job quick. job. I'll put him in the business. He does have business savvy. And then I'll go to Manage World. So again, if you want to place a sim you've made, you have to go to Galley and look for newest and the place in the world, and you can put them in here. And that's the last of the build houses. So I'm going to have one more sim that's a female, just for balance. Yeah, click on the house to play that household. So there he is. Let's see what his symbology is, because I don't remember. His perfectionist genius. Okay, so he might be a good scientist type. And of course, no computer. We've got kind of a brown skin. It's a little dark. I think this is perfect. He's got too many chairs. We don't need that many chairs. So I'm going to just steal one. Normally I buy one, but and I'm going to put this right here. Of course, a little bit of lighting. This is kind of good, cheap. This is a 2-bedroom house. So, I'm going to get rid of this room right here. And this can be kind of like a little hobby room for him or something. He doesn't need 2 bedrooms at this point. So, let's see. He's a scientist, so I think I want him to know how to be handy. Where did that go? Right here. I'll give him a woodworking table. And this is nice. Okay. What's this? Chemical analyzer. Chemical analyzer. Okay. It's kind of weird, but fine. And doesn't really have room for piano. I don't think any of my Sims do. Teach him how to play the piano or the violin. Okay, that's enough for now. And I'll go to live mode. He's in pause right now. And we'll let him find a job. So player speed 2. He's going to be a scientist. And I don't really know how that works. So he's got to have 2 breakthroughs. He goes to work 3 days. So we got $2,000. I think this place just looks cluttered with all these chairs. I'm gonna get rid of one of these chairs. Okay. So I'm gonna have him go. Let me go into live mode. That's F1. Practice analysis. See how that works. I've never seen that in action before. So it's not fun.
Hunga?
So I'm guessing he just got an ailment of some kind. Okay.
Koi?
We go here. Okay, hold on, let me go over here and invite neighbors in. We go over, stop.
Ah, Istoba.
Yazem, Bimbus,
Benor Sneed.
Shem, Spalig,
Froba choose.
Okay, tell you what, greet New Hampshire.
Ah, dag dag.
Dad,
Ooh, Bula.
Thanks for coming.
who yibs?
Galabi tube.
Okay.
Yibs.
Beat Bel Bashurza, Marbu, Yagalo, Glafi, Bayog, Funiata, huh?
Deezy. Nobi. Yebu. Baby Punk. Harva Boshi. Wib. Weevo Beb. Swande Shwema. Yana Zorpal. Obila Snave. Rafine Nuka.
Please.
Winnick Varut. Kuda? Grenal Sherba? Sishibo.
Zarde, Ya, Libship Dibawis, Parish,
Lib. Weevo Beb. Weezo Staff.
Bow, Frit, Karenzi.
Look, that's Obila Snave.
So he's making friends right now. I need to get a third.
Scuba Chew. Prepna.
Why is he uncomfortable?
Buena Fin. Twinks. Eager to bay.
No,
He
no,
doesn't
Press
like
Popsel,
fruitcake.
Chichi.
What level is this
Narble
fruitcake?
for boy. Gosa Shinoy.
Oobla?
It's normal
Caesar
quality,
Chabot?
doesn't like
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, screw
I'm
me.
Kim Angors.
Alright, I'm gonna go to manage worlds now and make another. Oops. Line mode. Oh, this is an event.
Lenore Sneak.
I didn't realize this was an event. Okay.
Winnick for Rube.
Use.
Luck.
Watch channel. Watch cooking channel.
Yes. Big Nasa. Fuba save. Fuba Torka. Bomis Bazor. Dirty Sloof. Tinova Swamp. Wimale. Yum. Alina or B.
Well, I guess they're leaving.
Stova. Oh. Yes.
Okay. Put away.
Bomis Bazor.
Alright, so I'm going to make one more sim. Save and go to managing worlds. I'll make a female and move her in, and I guess I gotta build a house because there's not enough houses for her now. Okay, so I gotta create a new household and move her in. So I wonder if there's like a random button for everything. Carly. I don't like Carly. Cheyenne, the stripper name. Just seeing the variety of names they got here. Gemma. I think I have an Emma. I don't remember what the other one's name is. Either Annie or Emma. Let's just go with Ruby. Ruby Roads. That works right there. And did you get a memo?
Aha! Whew! Oh! Zuh!
Give her a parking log.
Yumbala Tafloni.
What?
Iba haba! Ufra!
Shanip Doyum, huh?
Yeppelaragaba! Yiffit to me! Edagom Schlof.
What is
I guess it's these are female and these are male.
Quaxinas Vopea.
Lexa! Bornadu! Quimba Reginil! Schlof Bajila!
I don't really know what their differences are. Alright. There. Let me get rid of the hat. I don't really want the hat. The hat just changes her whole hair skin color. Interesting. We got some nice head wrap styles here. This one, like a hot dog. Okay, but we're not going to do that. Okay, so here.
Ooh.
I'm going to probably go with something a little long for her.
Huh.
I don't really get a lot of reds. I don't like that one though. So it does stay the same for every hair. Okay, that's good. The accessories, I don't care for her earrings very much. These are,
Ah.
oh God, those are huge. Big
Oh.
Christmas ornaments. Maybe studs. Oh, we got studs here. Yeah. Yeah, those are actually fairly decent. I like her face. I'll give her a different eye color. Really dark eyes. That's very pretty. I guess she's wearing makeup of some sort. Face, accessories. Yeah, like that.
Ooh.
Perfect. I kind of like this one actually. Just looking at our various options. This is kind of new. She clearly wearing some kind of makeup. This kind. Got that. This one looks like it might be shinier. Oh, I see. It's kind of just a...
Ah. Hmm.
I really like that one. I might want to give her a different necklace. And different shoes for sure. These. Shoes. I wonder if
Ah.
these stockings, yeah, these stockings are considered accessories.
Ah.
Wow. Okay, I see.
Ah.
Not visible. I don't remember where. Maybe it's under head. gonna just give her a watch. Put this on. Don't want to overdo it. Okay. Now I gotta give her a personality.
Ah.
She can be popular. So we'll make her romantic. She'll be clumsy. And let's see. Bookworm.
Oh, Locus.
Alright, good enough, I guess. Ruby Roads, there we go. I have to posit she doesn't have a house right now. So I'm going to have to build one for her, which I think is, there's a bug on me. F3. So I can just pick out rooms already styled up. Kitchens. Yeah, I think I like this better. What's this up here? Medium wall. Yeah, short wall's fine. Okay, so kitchen. Study. Is there a living room? Oh, here we go. Hi, honey. How you doing?
When I went to bed, that one was sleeping right where she's at. That one was sleeping right where he's at. That one was sleeping in your room. It was on Z's rug. Might want more than just a bathroom in your house.
That's a kitchen. Here's the living room. Okay, that works. Kitchen. Bedroom.
After more than 10 years of being Jen's mother-in-law, the two also have had several parallels when it comes to marriage.
My father was an oil dog.
Turn it down a little, please.
He drank all day, drank every day.
Ben and his father, Timothy, both have had admitted past battles with alcohol abuse. Ben parents divorced when he was 10 years old, which is around the same age as his eldest, 11-year-old daughter, Riley. In light of the new photos of Jen and Chris, a source tells ET, quote, they have no reason to be on bad terms, and Ben and Jen are, quote, doing a great job of making sure their family unit sounded like I just told you.
That's one of the better shows that we've seen.
Study. Career.
And now, the HBO comedy special, George Lopez, The Wall.
Yeah, it's a special, it's not a series.
Yeah, that's fine. You can go ahead and watch it.
Like I said, I kind of like George Lopez. If he had a series, that might have been interesting.
Yeah. This one, what's this?
Go, man. Hey, George, right. What's happening? Everybody all right? Kennedy Center, man. Yeah. Live. Hey, we're live on HBO right now. Yeah, man. This place is the greatest of my life. Where you from, man?
Downtown LA, man.
Yeah, man. Right.
Found up with your mom. Mom was from South Korea. She said, 20 bucks to go there.
So we do it. That's what immigrants do. Huh? I'm gonna make some marriage great. That it is, man. One thing it's all about that. Right here. I'm just glad to be the Kennedy Center, you know, where I can't do the back. I can do back over this and that. You know, I choked. I wasn't wearing a kitchen over there or something.
You want to answer though?
Put back the media. Yeah, man. You got work to do, bro. I'm gonna promise that time. We'll be working on it. Let's go ahead and do this. This is live right here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Live from DC at the Kennedy Center. George Lopez. 7 Caucasians that are here, I'm married into the family, so I have to be here. This is one of the greatest places to perform anywhere in the world.
My wall's up right now.
I've been here. I know, huh?
Alright, here we go.
I've been here 10 times. And standing here looking at who's here, this fucking place has never looked like this. Afroamericano, Dominicano, Boricua, Mexicano, Chino, Latino.
Let's see.
Thank you. I love you too. Don't whip it up. You might meet somebody better though. Save it. Listen, this is my 4th live, but here's what happened today. Like, you get in the elevator, and you know, you're there, and this lady's looking at me, and she's like, I know you. And I'm like, yeah. She goes, yes, God, I don't have a signal, or I would Google you. She goes, yes, I know. You know what I told her? I said, I put it in your driveway. You know what that fucking lady said? Yes! 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 I never got a chance to thank you. I said, yeah, but I didn't do it alone. Then I mean, my people like She said, can you put in a fountain on Monday? I said what all the workers said. No, I said what I said? You can't do it. So I'm doing this special live tonight. And tomorrow I'm off. And then Monday I'm putting in the fountain, you know? Let me tell you something about this fucking. First of all, let me tell you something about, I know everybody listen. Donald Trump, fuck that puto. Fuck him. In case there was any question, fuck him. Fuck him today, fuck him tomorrow, fuck him 3.5 years from now. And if you voted for him, fuck you today, fuck you tomorrow, and fuck you 3 years from now. Oh my God, it's so exciting. So if you hear I die tomorrow morning, I didn't OD, all right? Listen, that's what you get when you're an American. You get freedom of speech. You get the First Amendment. You're wrapped around the flag. Everybody's created equal. There are no minorities because we're all equal. The word minority needs to disappear. If we're all created equal, take minority out. I don't want to be called a minority because that means I'm less than you. You're calling me a minority, you think I'm less than you. I'm going to tell you something right now. You call me a minority, you will lose a majority of your fucking dientes. Alright? Knock your fucking teeth out. How about that one? You can smile like that. There's tension in the air. Yeah. There's tension. I'm a Mexican American. We're in D.C. We got a guy that's president that questioned Barack Obama's citizenship for 8 years. He said he wasn't a citizen. It's like, you know what? You're not really orange, so sit the fuck down. All right, well, spray tan. Whatever. Donald Trump is so orange. The first time my Theo saw him, he tried to pick him. He was like, that's the biggest orange I've ever seen. Theo, that's not an orange. No, mira, cabrón. Where's that tree? Where's that tree? Because I'm going. Where's that tree? The wall. Everybody's talking about the wall. They ask me, hey, how do you feel about the wall? I say, you know what? We'll get over it. You think answer? A fucking wall? That's the people in Mexico. They got the internet and airplanes. We can fly over the wall. What about the president of Mexico? Donald Trump told the president of Mexico, stop saying that you won't pay for the wall. Because it makes me look bad. Just say you're going to do it. And the next president of Mexico said, mira, pinche pelo de lote. No vamos a pagar por ese pinche muro. And Donald Trump's like, great, we agree. I'm going to tell Donald Trump something right now. Hey, you want to make America great? Fucking resign. Resign. And take the fucking Rugrats with you. That's it. The stork and the two sons. And the son-in-law up of fucking Jack Scary.
That's what I'm gonna have to. Right now, I don't have a wait into my
Listen,
house.
Latinos always hire people when they work, but they're not as fucked up as that work. At least we have a skill. Let me tell you something. This wall right here, $30 million. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I can do it cheaper. I just put a driveway in. Put in a fountain on Monday. I'm your man. Really, I'm not the man because we're assimilated. Here's the thing. I have a lot of respect. I'm assimilated.
I think I'll just knock down these walls
But I
here.
have respect for people who come from other countries, who come to America, who want to live a better life. That's what made America, America. Immigrants. Your great-great-grandfather.
No, that's not what I want to do.
How?
There you go.
How can anyone seriously stand there and say, go back to where you came from? Why don't you fucking go back to where you came from? I'm from Connecticut. No. Further back. Maine. Immigrants are not the problem that America has, okay? We're not the problem. You have to stop blaming America's troubles on immigrants because they do the shit that nobody wants to do. You think that we're lazy? Let me tell you something. First they say fucking immigrants are lazy and they're stealing jobs. You can't be both. So decide which one it is. Because you can't be lazy and steal a job. But if you wanted to steal a job, there's one about a mile away you can fucking snatch. We're not lazy. Let me tell you something. It's hard to convince Latinos the shit that other people miss work for. Chronic fatigue syndrome. ¿Qué es eso? I have chronic fatigue syndrome. You're always tired? Yes. And you only have one job. Repetitive motion. You miss your work because you have to do repetitive motion. My boss just expects so much from me. Yeah, mine too. Don't fuck with those people because they can't be taking jobs. Let me tell you, just because you don't want to work the hours they work, don't say that they're stealing jobs. I got in an elevator at 2:30 in the morning and I said, you're working late. I know, but why would I even assume that somebody working at 2:30 spoke English? Come on. Chingado, soy mexicana, cabrón, trabajando, chingue su madre, ponle el botón, cabrón. Can you push number 5? 5? Okay, 5. Cállese, cabrón. For $30 billion, you could get Latinos in Mexico to line up and be their own wall. You get paid. Put that right here. You want $500? Stand right here. $500, $500. Don't let nobody pass or they're gonna get mad. That man's gonna get mad. 38 hours, chingando. You're next, go right there. The wall, that's the answer. That's the big answer. That's gonna cost $30 billion. We're gonna build a wall. Why don't you take that $30 billion and give some fresh water for people to drink and give everybody health care. Take care of the elderly and fix the schools. And then the rest of it will go fucking party. How much is that for? 18 billion? Orale, we should throw a nice party with everything. No, that's not the answer. First of all, they say there's 11 million undocumented people in this. First of all, no one is illegal. That's number one. No one is illegal. And it's amazing to me how documented the undocumented are. If you're undocumented, you're not supposed to have documents. Well, we have documents. What do you want? My birth certificate from what year? Dime. How old do you want me to be? Whatever, I'm gonna make myself younger. Stay right there. Here, take this one and make a copy for everybody over there. 11 million. And the answer is a wall. 11 million. You know what that's like? That's like putting a condom on after you fuck. It's out. It's out. Ya salió. It's out. Put it back.
I spend all of my funds building this beautiful house.
I can't put it back. Well, turn the pillow over. Come on, let's go.
See if there's anything I want to sell though.
You don't need less immigrants in this country. You need more. Okay, you need more. Or
This is quite nice.
raise your own kids. Cook your own food. Pick the grapes for your own fucking wine. The Latino lives matter, you're fucking right. If you ever want to fucking eat it, then they matter. You like strawberries? Don't hurt them. All right then. Summer. And I said, I'm not doing it. He goes, you are. He said, you're not Mexican? I'm like, yeah, but not like that. All right. Not like that.
I really don't need this pool. I think I'm
Somebody
gonna
told me to go back to Mexico. I'm 4th generation. I don't know anybody in Mexico. Be wandering around, hey. I know you, yeah? You look like Cheech Fuck Chong. What? I go to Mexico, you don't realize how American you are when you go to Mexico. You're right there eating in a restaurant, everybody's drinking, having fun, mariachi and shit, you're the only one high.
Okay, so that's how you make it bigger.
There's a lot of flies in here. We don't have screens for any of these windows. All right. And can you tell that kid to stop singing? I'm not paying for any of those fucking songs. And I don't want any gum. God damn it. We can't go back to Mexico. That's like taking a lion from the zoo, who's only known the zoo life, and taking the lion to the jungle. That fucking lion was... How come they don't smell like popcorn no more? You hear another lion? Fucking pee. Shit. What's that? That's a lion. Fuck, I don't sound like that. It's that. Where's the lady with the bucket and the meat and the kids? Hey. Oh. Let me tell you something. This is beautiful. The stuff that people have now is really ridiculous. The way the world is. You know, everybody's got shit you give to yourself. Anxiety. Everybody has anxiety. Except Latinos. We don't. And we're the ones that should. Who's out there? You see people and you're like, are you alright? I have anxiety, alright? Take it easy. You're fucking giving me anxiety. Relax. Then you have anxiety, you either take a pill or you go to the doctor and they let you carry a fucking dog everywhere you go. That's the cure? A fucking Pomeranian? I'm better. You know what Latinos use for anxiety? African American people, the chinitos there. Where are your dog? My dog, oh. Oh, no. I sold them and I bought wings. Walker was giving me anxiety. Oh, chinga with a barking. None of that stuff works. Listen, this is a great country. Everybody's different, but you have to live. Everybody's worried about what the fuck they're eating, what's in it. You go to a restaurant, hi, what kind of oil is that? Culo. Oh. Culo. Is it fresh? I'm making some right now. I'm gonna let you in a trade secret. I might as well tell you guys because, like magicians, Mexicans keep their secrets to themselves. When you go to a Mexican restaurant and they tell you that tostada salad is gluten-free, it's not. Look at all of it. Tiene más gluten que la chingada. I'm gonna tell you. Gluten hasn't hit the Mexican community yet. But if it's free, fuck it, we'll take it. It's free. It's free. Get the truck and go get the gluten. The man said the gluten is free. Go get the gluten. And ask him if he wants that chair that's on the porch. Dile. Gluten free. Allergies. I was at Disneyland. This little kid was freaking out. Crying, threw himself on the ground, swallowed his tongue. Took his helmet off and threw it in disgust because his dinner roll touched the chicken. That's what you're allowing your kids to get away with. His dinner roll touched the chicken and the mom was getting him another dinner because he doesn't like it when the food touches. That's the fucking problem with kids today. That's the fucking problem. Fuck him and his dinner roll. We wanted our food to touch because it looked like more. Well, no, to get, well, no, como no mountain or something to make it look like more. Freak that. You know what? Ask yourselves. Could you have gotten away with that shit? Your mom puts down some food, she walks by once, she walks by twice. Get your nose, what happened? I can't hear you. What? I don't like it with the corn tortilla. Touches the carnitas. Come over here. You gotta hear this one. And this is when you know you're fucked. I didn't hear you. What? They make you say it again, you're fucked. I don't like it with a corn tortilla touches the carnita. You don't like it when the corn tortilla touches the carnita. then you're really not gonna like it when my foot touches your culo. 8. 8. Let's say it like 5 times. 8. I'm eating 8.
Okay, so I built the house now. And I got her a live mode.
Ivanka Trump, la cabrona. Listen, in our culture, now kids go shopping with their parents to make healthy choices. I almost can't say it with a straight face. To tell you the truth, like I know what I'm gonna say, and I'm already laughing. Like the little kid's like, Mom, this is great. It has omega-3s. Wonderful. Put it in the basket, Cameron. There you are with your mom. Mom, mira. This one is high in saturated fat. Well, fucking so are you. Throw it in there. Son of a bitch. You don't want to learn in school, but at the fucking market, saturated fat. That was my nickname for 5 years. Hey, saturated fat. Vámonos, cabrón. Satch. Let's go.
At least you're not
Our
finding a
kids
job.
are, listen, our kids
Find
are
a
kids.
job.
You don't baby them. There's a difference because our parents and our culture shows us that it's not all compliments. It's not everything you do is amazing. It's not you throw the trash away, hey, high five.
I'll let her be a doctor.
If you have a kid now, you have to pretend like everything that motherfucker does is the best thing you've ever seen. At Thanksgiving, he comes home, oh my God. Did you trace the outside of your hand? And did you make me a turkey? I did. I put my hand, I did my hand around it, and I'm putting it on Facebook. God damn it, I'm sending it to the Washington Post. They'll run it. I gave it to my grandma and said, what's this bullshit? Yeah, make me one like this, all right? Stop using my fucking eyebrow pencil. But you don't have a distorted view of life. Not everything is wonderful. Sometimes you make mistakes. That's how you learn. You know, kids wake up, the parents are there, good morning. You woke up awesome. You're going to have an awesome day because you woke up awesome. When did our parents compliment us? Take the car out, you scratch it the next morning. Hey! Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. You're a genius. I don't know how you did it. Mira, I'm so proud of you, Einstein. Mira, you're a fucking genius. I didn't know, but until right now. You scratched both sides of my car. Brilliant. Wish I had 2 of you right now. So I could choke one and get the other one to rub out these scratches. We're not there on purpose. You can take away Planned Parenthood. That don't affect Latinos. We're not planned. Planned weddinghood now. The weddings we plan. You know, it's the difference between somebody having babies. Like, you know, here's the thing. You think that there's a lot of Latinos and African American people. We have big families. We have 7, 5 kids, 9 kids. We're making people for the future. Don't get mad at us because you only have 1 kid. And you'll fucking lose them in the market. Don't get mad at us. Fucking Amber Alerts, all of you. You lose your kid and we have to look. What's that? I got my 7. You're on your own, cabrón. Hey. Pay attention. Take uno de los Adderall.
I'm going to kill her, I guess.
The Latino kid goes missing. No one notices. You know, 3 days go by and then somebody...
Well... Yeah. She's gonna burn me to death.
I don't know.
This is really disappointing.
For like 3 days. fucking has my change. That's all we're worried about. Got the change. You get home, it was awful. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Give me that change. There was a 20. Give me that change. That's the reality. That's the reality of life. You live your life. You have fun. The doctor tells you, you know, not to drink and not to eat and not to enjoy your life. And you believe them. That's why we don't go to the doctor. I don't want to hear that shit. I had an uncle that had diabetes. And I'm always the one that they say, take me to the doctor. And the doctor says, you will lose your leg.
Everybody better smoke along.
What about Crown Royal? Yes. Well, no, I don't want $1,000.
Oh, this is fucking horrible.
What about Crown Royal? Yes. Because I thought because it's good that it was over the line. Wow, it is serious, huh?
Just exited the menu. Secret house is still there. I don't know if it will be.
He's in there laughing. Like, what happened? Hey, mira, don't be sad about my leg. I already walked a lot already. They can have a travel ban. I ain't going nowhere. It's different, you know. It's the way to grow up. I think it's the way to grow up. I think that your life is.
Now I have to rebuild this whole house again.
Sometimes, you know, none of the stories of how we meet are amazing. They're not like, oh my God, that's a beautiful story. We were at the Smithsonian at the butterfly exhibit, and the butterfly landed on our fingertips. And that's how I knew it was the one for me. They'll tell you how they met. You don't even want to know. Hey, you want to know how me and your mom? Let me talk. Yeah. I wanted to fuck her older sister. But she said no. So then I went one down. And that's your mom. And thank God that she said yes, because the next one was your Theo Larry says, that's how we live. Listen, we don't live sheltered. We don't live with fear. You know, kids are afraid. They're afraid of clowns, and they're afraid of, you know, mariachis, and they're afraid of loud noises. People who grow up poor, they're afraid of shit they can't see. Their dad's car coming down. La Llorona, the Poo-Poo, several other Mexican monsters that nobody's ever seen. Ice. We're afraid of real shit. Fucking ice. I'm telling you, it's affecting. On Father's Day, I had a party. I said, hey, we need to get ice over here. Fuck, everybody took off. Hey! Come back! Ice! La mano la negra, cabrón, ice! Now we have to say, hey, let's get some frozen water.
Buy a goddamn fire extinguisher.
If you walk, you know, water.
I'm gonna build a house now.
So in the neighborhood that I live in, I set my alarm one day, and I didn't know the code. You know, I forget. I'm dyslexic. I don't know the code. And it's going off. Beep, 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 beep. It's going off, and I finally turned it off. Go inside watching TV. 20 minutes later, over the door, LAPD, like a white cop and a Latino cop, you know. And I'm right there, and they look at me and they're like, hey, I know you. What are you in a mountain? There was this awkwardness, like the dude couldn't believe that I lived there. That's a nice house. I mean, come on, turtle. Where am I gonna live? So, the Latino guy is like, I know, can we see some ID? I'm like, oh, I look at the Latino guy. I don't believe it either.
Place our room first.
So, I let him in the house, walk in front of my wallet, and and they're looking around, and there's nothing in that house that looks like a Latino lives in. They like nice shit, you know. So the cop is looking around, and I'm looking at the cop, and I'm looking at my house. I'm like, fuck. You got that idea? I can't find it. And then I remember. So I opened up the refrigerator. I had corn tortilla, flour tortilla, frijoles de la olla, salsa with a mayonnaise jar with the foil and the hurricane, wedding cake from like 5 fucking years ago, with the candle still in it. And they were like, sorry to bother you. Enjoy your day. Don't apologize for being successful. Live your life, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about everybody bringing you down. All haters right now. It's all haters. Be successful. Don't worry about it. That's what we're made for. That's why we don't get the positive shit. You get the other thing. I'm gonna go to college and I'm gonna graduate. I'll fucking believe that when I see it. Vas a ver, cabrón. Mark it down right now. That's how we grow. We're not allergic to shit. You know. We can eat peanuts. Are you kidding me? Latino allergic to peanuts? Salted. We do more shit with peanuts than a monkey could. I mean, we got different ways to eat peanuts. And we're not allergic to peanuts. Chile peanuts, roasted peanuts, chile, different flavors, la tarín y la chingada. We're not allergic. Now, if somebody has a peanut allergy, the whole world has to change for that one person. When they fly on a plane, no one in the airport can have peanuts because of that one person. You're on the airplane, peanut-free flight because of that one person. You're drinking, having a good time. Hey, can we have some peanuts? I'm sorry, there's a passenger in coach in the middle seat that has a peanut allergy in 23A. Fuck him, give me the microphone. Orale, hey, 23A. Go hide in the bathroom because we're eating some peanuts right now. Alright? And next time, go Greyhound. But don't bring no peanuts. You don't even need it, guys. You're walking with some walnuts. I'll crack these motherfuckers right here. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. I'll crack it. Don't try to run, guys. There's cashiers all over the parking lot. Want me to put some almonds in your shirt? Want me to put some almonds down your shirt? Here's what you need to understand about us, if I haven't already explained it. We love this country. We will never hurt this country. We love this country. That new immigration law, the RISE Act, you have to already speak English to come over here. You have to already have a job and provide to the economy before you can come here. Fuck, I was looking at that shit, I'm like, fuck, I'm only one of 3. Damn. Trying to keep us out of this country. But they can't. This country was made by immigrants and continue to be made by immigrants. And all of it makes it great. That's what makes America great. Not some fucking fat, wobbly hair, fucking puto, not that. Donald Trump, let me tell you something. That's a fool. And let me tell you, he wants to crack down on immigration. He don't like immigrants, but stop marrying them. Stop marrying them, uncle. She doesn't speak English. Does it bother anybody that the First Lady of the United States doesn't speak English? And it hurts to watch her try. And my husband doesn't get it, he'll not. Pobrecita, she can't talk. Right? Está bonita, but she cannot talk. How come somebody don't talk for her? Arnold Schwarzenegger's at home. Get it out! Get it out! Do it! You know how hard it is to learn English? Arnold Schwarzenegger's been in this country 50 years, and he don't fucking speak English. He tries to talk slow like you won't know, and then we got the You see that commercial for that app, Mobile Strike? Download it now on the App Store. What did he say? Up Store? Because that's the Up Store. Download it in the Up Store. We make America great. People who sacrifice. Listen, healthcare, you can have healthcare, okay? Let me tell you something. If this country wants to elect somebody who's racially insensitive with no political experience, here I am. Here I am. Here I am. George Bush as your president. I go. I got a kid I hardly talk to. Under the Lopez administration, in my first 100 days, I will make Taco Tuesday the law. For everyone. For everyone. You want health care? It's free for everyone. Free. The Latinos are passing it to you. We don't need it. Give it to them. I don't want to know what's wrong with you. Take it. I will legalize marijuana and put pharmaceutical companies out of business. Same shit. Not only will I legalize it, if you vote for me, I'll come over your house and smoke it with you. Look at this guy. I hope that's the truth. I hope that's the truth. Is that jokes or is that the truth? Because I'm a boy right now. Everything during the day is all medicine commercials. Nothing's about having fun. It's all about medicine. Asthma, AFib, heart disease, colon cancer. There's a test where you can shit in an envelope and send it in the mail. That's how lazy Americans are getting. You don't even want to go to the doctor. No, just shit in the envelope and put it in there. And then they'll open your shit, they'll examine it and send that shit back to you. That's how lazy Americans are. You don't want us here, we work. We don't have a chair that helps us get upstairs or a walk-in fucking tub. Your nephew helps you. Our elderly fall down too, but when they fall down, they don't fall down in an empty house. They don't fall down in a nursing home. They fall down in a house surrounded by family, because that's how you take care of your elderly people. You don't take care of your elderly people by putting them in a place for mom and fucking nursing homes and convalescent homes and never visiting them. That's what I did to my grandmother, I know. Take care of those elderly people. They took care of you. You got a grandmother that's in her 80s or 90s, or you gotta take pictures of them, take videos of them, because when they're gone, that generation is gone. That real hard-working, you don't need a man, provided, put your kids through college, those ladies are gone. What are they going to be replaced with? What are those stories? Remember when we used to do Pilates? In 2012 we started. They got good stories. They got good stories. My grandma, amazing story. My grandma tried to homeschool me one day. One day. My grandma was like, Mira, today we're going to study American history. Hey, start getting ready to write it down. Mira, my sister, you know her, when she was young, peleaba con todo, she went for everything. Write it down. How's that American history? Well, she's American and it happened a long time. History. Nobody teaches us that we learn by ourselves. You know, you learn by your mistakes. when you're riding a bike by yourself. You hit your head on the sidewalk, you know slow down. No helmet, no pads, no supervision. You're riding. Learn. You learn. To swim, you almost have to drown to learn how to swim. You know that. That's what the kids learn. You know, nobody teaches about sex. You know, you learn about sex, you come home early from school one day. And you put your books down, and in the back of the house you hear, you look through the window, it's your Theo taking his socks off. Theo, thought you were here making love. Shit, I wish I couldn't even take my socks off. We don't go to the doctor. When women have babies, they've had babies before. It's not as new to other people. Like they're pregnant, they're like, oh my God. They go get an ultrasound every hour. You've been hearing it. Latinas are pregnant. They're like, you're pregnant. All right. Don't you want to know what it is? No, I got clothes for either one. I don't need vitamins because I still got vitamins from the other kids. It's exciting. You know, everybody documents everything. You know, moms still work out. When the baby's born, they give them prenatal. They give them clean their nose with it. You know, little white kids, they talk 7 months. You go in the room, they're leaning against the chair. Hey, come on in. Yeah, I'm 7 months yesterday. Yeah, my mom told me you were coming in. Come on in. I've been talking for about a couple of weeks, I don't know, 10 days maybe. Yeah, I know, she's making me wear the helmet. The top of my head is informed and I'm self-conscious. I'll be driving in a month. You go in a Latino house, you knock on the door, a little Latino kid over the door, he just stands there with that look on his face. Is your dad home? My dad? Is your dad home? He's not here. He was here and then he left. That's why he's not here. But when his car's here, that means that he's here. But right now his car's not here. So that means that he's not here. How old are you? 29? One time I got out of the crib. We're taught respect. Listen, therapy is not for us. We don't go to therapy. Do we need it? Yeah. We don't feel comfortable telling a stranger. We'll wait till there's a party and the mariachis are playing and they're getting ready to cut the wedding cake and they're saying, let me tell you everybody something, man. Everybody! Nobody loves me. Theo, no. Let me talk. Now you're not on my thanks to that. All right. We don't go to therapy. I try. You go, you know, and if you go early enough, you can hear through it. You know, you see somebody crying. My father never told me that he loved me. That's it. I open the door. My father told me he wasn't my father. How about that one? You You'll see me Brian. Fuck him. You'll never see me Brian. They all drink, and you know, they all overdrink. My grandpa, I love my grandpa. He taught me a lot of things, but when he drank, he was mean. And since I was the only child, he would look for me. And he didn't speak English, but when he was drunk, he tried to speak English. And I had to sit there. Horrors of things you are. Horrors of things you are. And my grandmother would try to jump in. Déjalo, viejo. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut out your fucking mouth. And then he would hit me in my temple 40 times. And every time I was like 8. And every time I'd be like, one day, April 4th, 1988. He died. Having a ceremony there, an open casket. Mortician says, would anyone like to say goodbye?
Good luck, Jack.
Fuck you and fuck Eric Estrada. Puto. Come and get me, Lapo. I'll knock you out, eh? Spike. That's what motivates me. Somebody says, that's not healthy. I think I'm doing all right. Find love and be happy. And find somebody that you love and be honest and be truthful to them. Because love is the most difficult thing to find in this world. I know, because I'm by myself right there. And my grandmother, she knew when I was 12, she knew, but you know, I know what you're doing in there. I said, what? You don't think I know, but I know. And she didn't know medical terms. She would say shit. I knew what she meant. I know you're in there told you were chata lola room. Your tres leches all over the place. My grandmother got sick. I hate when elderly people get sick. Because but we keep them in the house. All those places, all those nursing homes and stuff like that. Listen, Filipino, Asian people, Middle Eastern people, Indian people, Latinos, we all run the healthcare industry. You've been around the hospital. Maybe not all of us are doctors, but we're the ones that are there in the middle of the night. So when you end up in a convalescent home, if I were you, I'd be shaking hands with every Latino person of color. Because in the middle of the night, when you're in there, my heart, this is the last thing you're going to see. What happened to the lady? Oh, the lady? She died. But we got married last night, her and I, before she died. I got the marriage certificate. Aquí con mis documents. Wait a minute. It goes by like that, too. It goes by like that. You know? So, eat, have fun. You know? Don't be a vegetarian. Don't be a vegan. If you want... That's not helping you. I can only have 400 calories a day. That's why I don't breathe. That's 20. We eat lettuce. We don't eat lettuce. We work. People work in the produce industry, but we don't eat lettuce. All right. You don't work all day picking lettuce, and on your day off, make yourself a fucking salad. That's not. Kale, Sepa Dios. We don't know. We don't know what kale is. But I think it's a little boy your tia watches 3 days a week. When does kale come? Oh, kale? No. Right now, I change the schedule. It was Monday, Wednesday, it was Friday. El kale? That would almost be like if you were a prostitute and on your day off, somebody put a dick in your cornflakes. You'd be like, it's my day off. Take that dick out of my cornflakes. We're gonna look at this shit. Milk, let me tell you something. Milk, whole milk. We all grew up on whole milk. God gave women the ability to have milk to feed their children from the beginning of time. Milk was created to nurture our families. And now milk is bad. Why? Whole milk? Nobody drinks whole milk. If you go to Starbucks and you say, "Have some whole milk," get the fuck out of here. Son of a bitch. We're working. When you grow up poor, you don't want 2% of the milk. You want the whole milk. I want all the milk. I don't want 2% of it. Then people have peanut allergies and nut allergies, and they're allergic to milk. But then there's almond milk. What the fuck is that? Even you don't even know. I'm lactose intolerant. No, you're not. You can't hang. Aguántate, cabrón. Ganas. You want to be another asshole in line bitching about milk? Is this 2%? Because I can only have 1%. Is this 2%? You're not the manager. Are you the manager? Hi. Is this 2%? Because I can only have 1%. I got out of line. I grabbed that deuce latte. I spill half here, motherfucker. Now it's 1%. Get your ass out of line. You don't look like you're already 2% anything, you fat bastard. I didn't say it. I tweeted it because then it doesn't count. Let me tell you. My grandfather's brother had a ranch in Mexico. We used to go. The most disgusting thing I ever seen was my grandfather milking a goat. And that goat wasn't clean. No, pinchy moscas in his eyes. He didn't even wave them up with his ears anymore. He was like, hey. And my grandfather's milking this goat, and we're like, he had that much milk. Even the goat came out of the barn and looked. He's not gonna drink that shit, is he? He tried to warn him. We make America great. Everybody that gets up and works hard every day makes America great. It's already great. It's the greatest place to live. Go live somewhere else. We love this country. We're not terrorists. Okay? Latinos aren't terrorists, but I'm going to tell you right now, if we were, we'd be the best. The number one ingredient in making a bomb, fertilizer. You want 10 tons. We're doing a big yard. And we're putting in a fountain. We can't be terrorists because terrorists take responsibility. Latinos, no. It was already like that when I got there. I didn't do it. It was like that. We'll be talking to the news. What happened? I heard a boom and then somebody yelled, Raiders! And they ran off. That's how you know we did it. Raiders! So try to build the wall. Go ahead. Try to build it. Use taxpayer money. Even though you said you were going to get Mexico to pay for it, Mexico ain't paying for shit. I could have told you that. We can't even split a fucking check. Get the check. I didn't even need. What's this bullshit? I didn't even need. Kale. I don't need kale. I don't need kale. I'm going to tell you something right now. As long as George Lopez is alive, if I cholesterol level's pretty high, so I don't know. But as long as George Lopez is alive, I promise I will never, ever let anyone disparage Latinos or Mexicans as long as I'm alive. I love you, baby. Thank you. When Donald Trump announced he was running for president, he called Mexicans rapists and criminals. When I see him, I'm going to rob him and fuck him.
Good.
Well, they give me a paper.
And let me tell you something. You better build that wall in one day. One day you better build that wall, because if you leave all that material out there overnight,
What?
The way he acts, they have this big fake wall behind them.
Yeah.
So he walked to the back of the stage and then crawled through a hole in the bottom of the below the wall. She's getting used to the thing being there. Look at that. I like that.
Yeah. I can stand on it. This is a very bare bones house right now. She might. Her table looking green. It doesn't look like there are any. Yeah. Oh, this one. Okay. I've got a bar. Of that. Very bare bones house here. They don't have landline phones anymore in The Sims. You can only, you want to call someone, your Sim has a cell phone. I was like looking all over for it. Doesn't exist. No Essa. No is. After I get done building this house, I built a house. And then I put a Sim in it and I told her, okay, you're hungry, cook a grilled cheese sandwich. Guess what happened?
She burned down the house?
Killed herself, burned the house, and then the neighbors came over and visited and they caught on fire. Okay, this game we're not saving, we're just pretending this didn't happen. Guys, really not cool. Really not cool. It was pretty spectacular. The fire that we had. Yeah, there a couple bucks. And study skills. I can't afford a lot right now. I'd like to have some sort of musical instrument.
A woman caught after leading police on a pursuit that lasted for nearly 2 hours. News 4 is learning more about the crime spanning 2 states. And a thief caught on camera.
She's a doctor.
How one local couple is using social media to try and catch the woman responsible. Plus, ever wonder what's in the water you're drinking? A new tool you can use to make sure what you're drinking is safe for you and your family. Live from KMOV, this is News 4 at 10. Good evening, I'm Aaron Cox. A police chase spanning 2 states lasted almost 2 hours. The driver, a woman in a stolen car, only going about 15 miles an hour. Law enforcement followed the car from Illinois into Missouri. News 4's Benton Blandon is finding out more about what it took to catch the suspect. Police in Troy, Illinois tell News 4 the woman driving the car during a 2-hour state police chase was behind the wheel of a stolen car. Officers tried getting her to stop until they forced her to stop nearly 2 hours later. We got our hands on audio from dispatchers. Tonight, News 4 is letting you hear details of the chase as it was happening. Law enforcement officers put in some miles.
Seen at 15 miles per hour, a stolen vehicle.
Trying to catch a woman accused of driving a stolen vehicle. The dangerous game of cat and mouse covered a large area going through several communities, stretching from Illinois to Missouri.
The vehicle is a 2012 Kia Optima 4-door. The third registration.
Alright, that's it. That's all I can afford.
His officers ran the car's
I think it's kind of a nice looking house and it kind of fits in.
On Edwardsville Road. He says officers tried to pull over the driver.
I got everything I need.
They stopped. The stolen car traveled several miles out of Illinois and into Missouri at high rates of speed until becoming damaged by spike strips.
Save.
And it is 270 pounds from 367.
News 4 was first on the scene on eastbound I-270 near Lilac Avenue when law enforcement caught the woman. Troy's assistant police chief believes the woman was taken into custody but did not know for sure because his agency was not involved in her capture. We reached out to other agencies in the chase, but they have not returned our calls. Eric? New tonight, a 20-year-old Belleville man is facing charges for shooting a 3-year-old girl with a BB gun. Police say Shantez Cage put the gun to the girl's forehead and pulled the trigger. Investigators believe the shootings left the little girl permanently disfigured. If convicted, Cage could spend 3 years in prison. New tonight, a house catches fire in University City. This was the scene around 5 o'clock.
Did you hear that?
What?
The guy put a BB gun to a 3-year-old's forehead and pulled the trigger.
Why?
They didn't say, but he's being charged for permanently disfiguring her.
5 o'clock this evening on Richard Avenue near Grant Street. That's just north of Olive. You can see the home was damaged, but there were no reports of injuries. Investigators are still working to find the cause of the fire.
It kind of angered me that I'd have to spend more money to protect the items. I shouldn't have to do that.
A woman caught on camera stealing packages off a Kirkwood couple's front porch. Now the footage is spreading quickly across social media. News 4's Marielle Moe spoke to the homeowners, hoping to catch the criminal.
Stealing in plain sight in the middle of the day. This female suspect made off with items of about $60 in value. Homeowners Sarah and Staley Butler say the packages are not a big loss, but they did lose a feeling of comfort in their own home.
But it's just the fact that you want to be able to trust your neighbors and be able to get packages without having to worry about it.
There's a sense of ease, though, knowing police and neighbors have a clear image of this thief.
A lot of us aren't getting security cameras. That's becoming standard.
Ring security cameras allow homeowners the option to send out alerts to neighbors. So that's exactly what the Butlers did. They also sent out an image of the suspect on their neighborhood next door site, giving plenty of warning for those in the area to be on the lookout.
It's really one of the more community-focused communities I've ever lived in. Everyone knows each other. Seems like everyone looks out for each other, so we've been very happy here.
Kirkwood police are still looking for the woman, but the Butlers are hopeful for an arrest with a well-warned neighborhood and clear video of the crime happening.
If it's from the U.S. Postal Service, it could be federal charges going against you, and it's not worth it if you're going to get a fidget spinner and a beach towel or something, you know. So it's just not worth the crime to do it.
In Kirkwood, Marielle Moe, News 4.
You're looking at a live picture outside right now from our BJC Skycam network in downtown St. Louis. It's looking pretty dry after a rainy day. 4-1 meteorologist Kristen Cornett is tracking the latest.
What a beautiful, crisp shot of downtown St. Louis. Yeah, pretty nice night. Temperatures are mild. It is still cloudy. Most of the rain, has moved out of the News 4 viewing area. Take a look as a Sky Tracker Doppler radar. If you look hard, you can find down in the eastern Ozarks, we still have a few little showers left. Down in Iron and Reynolds County, some very light rain. I imagine that should be moving out. Well, it looks like, as a matter of fact, in about the last half hour, it's pretty much fizzled out. So the last of it moving out as we speak. How much rain did we see today? Well, most of the metropolitan area coming in at less than a quarter of an inch, about a tenth in St. Louis. But Sparta, you picked up about a third of an inch. Farmington, an inch and a quarter. Rolla, an inch. That heavy rain missed us just off to the west. Our official high today at Lambert St. Louis International, 73 degrees. That is 16 degrees below average. We sit at 71 right now. So here's what we're looking at overnight. Cloudy skies. We could have a few sprinkles, but largely dry. We'll drop to around 65 by morning. We'll take a look at your workweek forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Kristen. New tonight, one person is injured after a fire at Alden Steel. Officials say close to 100 tons of molten metal broke through an industrial ladle, setting fire to material as it moved through. Fire crews pumped water into the burning building to try and neutralize the spilled steel. Knocked over, causing thousands of dollars in damage. The event honored those buried at the cemetery and praised the widespread community support following the vandalism.
It was very disturbing. It was very emotional for many, many people. For the families that it affected, for people who didn't even have families here, that it affected them from across the globe, actually.
The communities raised more than $200,000 to go towards security upgrades. There's a $10,000 reward for information leading to those responsible. Federal investigators are looking into an explosion at a Muslim community center in Minnesota. It happened yesterday morning just south of Minneapolis. The center's executive director says someone threw a firebomb inside the building as people were preparing for morning prayer. 6 Muslim organizations are coming together to offer a $24,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction in this case. New details in the deadly ride malfunction at the Ohio State Fair. Investigators say excessive corrosion on the Fireball ride caused it to fall apart, sending several passengers in the air. 18-year-old Tyler Jarrell was killed. 7 others were injured. Officials say the ride was inspected just hours before the malfunction. They plan to develop a new inspection protocol. New at 10, our first look at a former Washington University researcher's mugshot after turning himself in for murder. Wyndham Latham, now a professor at Northwestern University, turned himself in at a federal courthouse in Oakland, California yesterday. He and Oxford University employee Andrew Warren were on the run after a man was found stabbed to death in Latham's apartment. Police say the pair drove to Wisconsin after the murder and made a donation to a library in the victim's name. Officers tell us Latham sent a video to his family and friends apologizing for his involvement in the murder, calling it, quote, the biggest mistake of his life. News 4 checked Latham's LinkedIn account. It says he worked in WashU's medical school from 2003 until 2007. New tonight, the city of Chicago is getting set to sue the Trump administration. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel says the suit will be filed tomorrow, following President Trump's threats to withhold money from so-called sanctuary cities. Earlier this week, the president rolled out a new immigration bill that restricts what kind of immigrant will be eligible for a green card.
Our plan favors applicants who can speak English, who can support themselves financially.
The tensions internally here in the United States have increased at 150% since the Obama administration.
In the last 9 months, immigration authorities have made more than 102,000 arrests and removed more than 171,000 people. Up next is your water safe to drink. How you can find out at the touch of a button. The database that can help protect you and your
Ja, Bouchard flask full.
Ah, dag.
We fall in Narble.
Cosita. Ah. Hey, thumbs up.
But should we? Now a new database allows everyone to see exactly what's flowing through the faucet. As Chip Reed reports the results. It's unsettling.
Mary Marr of Washington, D.C. says she started worrying about her tap water during the water crisis in Flint, Michigan. So what are you most worried about your water?
The chemicals that might be in our water that we can't see and we don't know about.
DC Water, we showed her a new report on tap water from the Environmental Working Group.
9 contaminants above health guidelines, but there's 18 other contaminants. That's kind of crazy.
The database allows consumers to go online and see exactly what contaminants are in the water in their area. The new report also says almost 19,000 water systems in the U.S. have levels of lead that could affect formula-fed babies, and 93 contaminants in the nation's water are linked to an increased risk of cancer. Nika Maiba is with the Environmental Working Group. Who is most at risk?
Most at risk are young children, babies, and pregnant women.
The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency said in a statement, America's drinking water remains among the safest in the world, and protecting drinking water is EPA's top priority. The agency also says more than 90% of the nation's drinking water systems meet all EPA standards. They meet the water quality standards. Does that mean their water is safe?
Absolutely not. The water quality standards or the legal standards are set based on a compromise between health and economical and political interests. So it's not purely health.
Mary Marr wonders what it all means for her 12-year-old daughter, Ella.
We don't live in a developing country. It seems like you should be able to trust your water when you live in the United States.
Now, there is some good news in all this. The group says water filters can reduce or even eliminate many of the contaminants. But depending on what's in the water coming into your home, the price of a filter could be anywhere from about $20 to more than $1,000. And here's another warning for the next time you're working outside. If you get out the hose and need a drink, you might want to think twice. Researchers want you to know that the garden hose isn't made for drinking. Garden hoses are made from plastic with brass fittings that can contaminate the water. Probably the biggest risk is some of the chemicals that are in the water itself. Many garden hoses are not made for drinking water, and so they will release lead. The chemical in some hoses have been linked to increased risks of cancer and neurological issues. It can even affect development in children. Doctors say an occasional drink from the hose is okay, but let the water run for a while first.
Well, most of the rain has moved out of the area. Now we're just left with cloudy skies. Will we see any sunshine as we get your work week started? And what about these cool temperatures for August? A return to seasonable levels anytime soon?
Oh, I gotta do the Okay, litter suit, dishes, all that crap.
It says the amount of baby toilets seasonably cool today.
It's really hard to believe this is August in St. Louis. Yeah, temperatures certainly didn't feel like that out there today. A lot of folks saw spring. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite as much as we needed. As we take a look at what's happening across the region tonight, things are really quieted down, at least locally. The area of low pressure has turned off to our south and east. And most of the rain is, well, to our southeast and over the Ohio Valley at this hour. But as we zoom in and take a little bit of a closer look, we do still have maybe a few sprinkles down in southern Iron and Reynolds County, but that's about it. The rest of the area has dried out as of now.
Doesn't look like I have any bathrooms or anything like
across
that.
the area, but not seeing any rain. I mean, those lenses.
Pretty.
Oh, Leroy.
I'll be your
Oh, these twins.
We'll also take a spin around the NFL. All that tonight on Sports Sunday. What a great
This guy has twins.
Still ahead in our next half hour. A man shot to death over spilled beer in the Metro East. The unbelievable killing, all caught on camera. After multiple delays and millions in funding, the organizers behind the
Almost any public bathrooms.
County taxpayers are being asked to foot the bill.
With 30 years of experience making brace.
Being here, there's a bathroom.
Down in? Yeah.
Warning. Here, it was a shooting that was caught on tape. In surveillance video from September 2015, you can see a man drop his beer outside the gas station. Then, moments later, words are exchanged between three men, and Lamar Garrett pulls out a gun and shoots 26-year-old Oscar Carvajal. Let's listen to the video before that moment.
Damn true.
There's absolutely no excuse for this act of violence. The motive in a sense really doesn't matter. Taking the life in this very violent manner is not something that is acceptable in any way whatsoever. It's straight up cold-blooded murder. St. Clair County Prosecutor Brendan Kelly credited the major case squad for a quick arrest in the case. Garrett will be sentenced on September 12th. He's facing 45 years to life in prison. News 4 is tracking a sharp increase in stolen vehicles in Johnson County, a 42% jump. In the first 6 months of last year, there were 114 stolen vehicles. This year, 162. Local Kinsel offers investigators to find out what's going on. We're down here at the end. I'm worried that somebody's going to come up and do anything. Dale is the new president of the Homeowners Association of the Merrimack Meadows 2 subdivision near Arnold. He was one of his neighbors who parked a 2007 Ford F-150 pickup along Dutch Bottom Road on Sunday, July 16th. The pickup was gone. I just don't understand why people want to take somebody else's property. They work hard on. The sheriff's department says illegal thefts are happening all around the county.
And that's maybe they left
Cars
already.
and pickups, old vehicles and newer vehicles. And they stole more in the month of June than any other month. 34.
The stolen autos are up, especially in the month of June. We've had higher numbers. More cars are being stolen, and we've noticed that trend here in June.
The pickup stolen from Dutch Bottom Road was found the next day in St. Louis. Sheriff's Department investigators say they're working hard to solve the crimes.
Our investigative units are working on a couple different persons of interest right now.
The loot trial has yet to launch in the Delmont Loop, and tonight operators want more of their tax money. The request is St. Louis County for $500,000, but the county's already invested $3 million.
Roads
Trolley
calculate.
operator Joe Edwards says the money will help expand hours of operation and serve as a cushion in case an engine breaks down.
There's funding for transit
Go to Chupa. Go to Bibna.
Super friends on home already.
Yo, money. Ek mal wat toe.
I'm gonna send her home.
Go to Chupa. Yo, get your rugby spot. Finish an island.
Regardless of if they get the money, Joe Edwards says after several delays, the trolley should be up and running with passengers by mid to late October.
But running without passengers doesn't do a lot of good.
Bogey Hills Country Club in St. Charles.
It does tie up traffic a little better.
Well, yeah.
Damage done during the fire back in February. The clubhouse
Go to bed.
This week, officials broke ground on a brand new facility, including a banquet and meeting space. They hope to have it ready to open by next May. In University City, school administrators are celebrating news that the district has been selected for a large federal grant to help with student discipline. University City is one of 3 districts that will share a $1.7 million grant. The program is called Project Restore and has a goal of shaping disciplinary programs to be proactive and reduce the amount of student infractions. It's an idea the superintendent fully supports.
The grant is allowing us to be proactive, to provide students with resources so we can diminish or minimize the amount of infractions that we see in our schools and also in our communities.
As part of the plan, students will play an active role in the disciplinary process. The district is still waiting to learn how much of the $1.7 million they'll actually be receiving. The numbers are in. A recent special legislative session in Missouri cost taxpayers nearly $92,000. Let's take a look at the figures. The House spent $60,000 and the Senate nearly $32,000 on the session that ran from mid-June to late July. It's the second special session that Governor Eric Greitens has called this summer.
There's no
the
roof.
combined cost
We should put a roof on this
nearly
thing.
$158,000. This last session was to tighten restrictions on abortion providers. The first to cut power rates so 2 factories could be merged into rural Missouri. One man's service to this country is bringing people from all over the country here to St. Louis just to say thank you. And now his family is saying goodbye. Philip Rochetti was on life support at Barnes Jewish Hospital. He passed away yesterday. But the local support continues. It all started with a fellow Marine's Facebook post. News 4's Benson Blandon visited Philip last week. High on the 10th floor of Barnes Jewish Hospital is a Marine named Philip Rochetti. He was a gentle giant. Rochetti had a massive stroke that's left him debilitated.
Every post on his Facebook was God or Marines.
It's hard for his sister Denise to see him like this.
He loved kids and dogs and people and God. And never ever left the Marines. Like he left, but he never left.
A Marine in Virginia learned about Rochetti's problems and posted on Facebook a call for Marines everywhere to visit St. Louis before Rochetti dies. Staff Sergeant Manuel Silva, who serves in St. Louis, wasted no time.
Just seeing him there, like very emotionless, just lifeless, it just made me feel sad and almost, I'm not gonna lie, almost tear up.
Men and women who earn the Eagle Globe and Anchor know Marines don't leave Marines behind.
Because it's spared the corps of pride of belonging. I wanted it to make sure he was taken care of. I wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Curtis Wagoner drove across Missouri to honor his fellow Marine.
I may not know him personally, but he's always my brother.
Rochetti turns 50 on Thursday, and more than anything, Denise wishes her brother could understand what's going on.
He would sit up in that bed and be like, dude, do you see all this? He would be so excited, just so tickled.
Philip's family has set up a GoFundMe account to pay for his funeral costs. They hope to raise $7,000. If you'd like to lend a hand, you can find out more information at KMOV.com. Still ahead, residents in the path of totality are hoping to cash in on this month's solar eclipse. How they plan on
Wish there was an auto roof function.
Plus, next time you go to the grocery store, you might encounter a robot. The new feature coming to a store near you.
You're watching News 4, watching out for you. On 821, millions will come just to see.
I guess it's not that bad.
Primary source of transmission. The virus has been linked to serious birth defects when spread to pregnant women.
As if Lyft and Uber aren't making enough changes already, the ride-sharing companies are adding a little something else to their cars. Startup company Cargo wants to supply all Uber and Lyft cars with cases full of everyday items for passengers. Think of it like a mini vending machine, including candy, over-the-counter medication, and more. When a passenger wants to purchase an item, they visit the Cargo app and enter the unique code on the case to select the item
I'm
they
going to
want
stop
to pay
streaming
for, and
until I
they
get
pay
my
for it
drink.
on the app. The driver then gets a notification